Hello and welcome to the program, When Awareness Arises, Self Disappears, a show that gently brings you back to the simplicity of life through dharma that is not complicated, but deeply profound. Today, we invite you to reflect on something very close, a natural phenomenon we all possess at all times, something that stays with us every day, yet we rarely truly know it. That is the breath. Breath, ordinary yet extraordinary. When we speak of breathing, we usually think only of survival, the body's basic need. But in Dharma, breath is not just life. It is a door that brings us back to real life. Life without pretense, without thinking, without performing. Body gathered in the breath. Let's begin with the body. The Buddha said that mindfulness of breathing is a path under kāyānupassanā satipaṭṭhāna, contemplation of the body. When we sit and become aware of the in-breath and out-breath, that is truly coming back to the body, not by looking in a mirror, not by touching the skin, but by feeling from within, knowing the breath is entering, knowing the breath is leaving, without needing to control it. This is the real body, a body that is alive, a body that is natural, a body that doesn't need to perform, yet can be directly experienced through the breath. Feeling gathered in the breath. From the body, we begin to see Vedana, feeling, sometimes pleasant, sometimes unpleasant, or neutral. As we continue to observe the breath, we start to notice one moment we feel calm, another moment we feel tight. At times, breathing feels light and open. Other times, it feels heavy or blocked. We begin to see that these feelings change. Pleasure is impermanent. Pain is impermanent. Even neutrality is impermanent. This is Ānāpānasati, contemplation of feeling that arises naturally just from observing the breath. Mind gathered in the breath. When we stay with the breath consistently, the citta, the mind, starts to reveal itself. On days when we're restless, the breath becomes uneasy. On days when we're peaceful, the breath is slow, light, and soft. We can clearly see the mind is not steady. It keeps changing. The breath becomes a mirror that reflects the mind without needing to guess. This is cittanupassana, contemplation of the mind that arises through breath awareness. Dharma, gathered in the breath. Once we know the body, feelings, and mind through the breath, we begin to understand Dharma, not just teachings from books, but the natural reality unfolding within us. The breath comes in and goes out. Pleasure arises and fades away. Thoughts appear and disappear. Nothing lasts. Nothing truly belongs to us. This is dhammanupassana, seeing the three characteristics, anicca, dukkha, and anatta, through something as simple as the breath, toward understanding without self. When this practice becomes familiar, we start to see that body, feeling, mind, and dharma are not separate at all. They all gather in the breath. And when mindfulness truly touches the breath, we begin to realize there is no me who is breathing, only breathing that is known. No me who is suffering, only feelings that arise and pass away. No me who thinks, only mind that changes due to conditions. This realization leads us beyond the illusion of self, back to the truth, gently, simply, but with profound power for awakening. Thank you so much for listening until the end. Sometimes Dharma doesn't need to be complex, doesn't need to be in Pali, but simply a matter of knowing what is already here directly. And the breath is a teacher who's always with us, if only we pause and listen to it deeply. Body, feeling, mind, and Dharma are ready to reveal themselves in this very breath.